Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully doing well. Hopefully you're looking after yourselves and having a great weekend wherever you are in the world. We're back on Meeby's account and we'll do a champion showcase on a mythical. I wanted to do a champion showcase on this. Now there's a disclaimer, Meeby's gear is not the best and I would build this champion slightly differently, which I'll talk about in when we're showcasing a build and other things I'll change and the stats I would look for like a really top tier of this build. So stick around, I will drop all the timestamps down below. We're going to showcase him, but let's go into his kit first. I haven't done a showcase on this mythical yet. Let's give you our niece. He's quite fairly new to Raid still. Was only released a couple of months ago, but damn, this guy is torture to face in arena and really causes a problem in this meta because a lot of this meta is speed teams and he's very difficult. Now I'll talk about a few counters as well to this guy throughout the video and we're going to take him into live arena. I'm only going to do one live arena fight and that's about it for this. So yeah, we're going to attack one enemy, deals double damage against bosses. This is a very good ability against Hydra, etc. This form is good against Hydra. I'm not going to showcase him against Hydra today, but it is a very good ability. But basically, places a block revive on the target as well. It does hit fairly hard, not crazy hard. And it's on a 1-turn cooldown for this. It will attack all enemies here. This would not trigger counterattack, so it's great against Taurus and Marishka. And we also ignore shield buffs. Also, will still a turn meter from each enemy. This effect cannot be resisted if they have more than 50% turn meter. Again, pretty OP. And then he will ignore block damage, shields, and inkillable on this A1 as well. And top it off on that, it has absolutely insane passive. It will deal 5% more damage to each 10% of the target has lost, and also prevents its champion from dying and keeps them alive on 1 HP whenever hit with a fatal hit. Now, this will transform into an ally, but he's not like Sigford, he's better because he can switch himself to his alt form, which is a HP base, which is what we're going to mainly be looking at because this is where most people build him for and how difficult he can be. So it'll attack one enemy 2 times. Each hit heals his champion by the max HP. If this HP is full, then it will fill his turn meter by 15% instead. This is based on HP. So the second form is based on HP and attack. And then it will attack all enemies, places a provoke, basically place a provoke or stun, which is very annoying, but it can get him polymorphed. So I wouldn't recommend building too much accuracy on him. I would mainly just focus on damage and on like high HP, etc. So this one is where he makes his money. So he removes all debuffs from his champion, places a number of continuous heal buffs on his champion equal to the amount of debuffs that are removed. So he removes 3 debuffs, he will get 3 continuous heals. Also places a counterattack on them and a block damage on them for 2 turns. These buffs cannot be removed, stolen, or transferred. This is going to be on a 4-turn cooldown. And on his passive, he'll increase the champion's max HP, defense, speed, resistance by 50% for every dead ally, enemy and ally, including bosses and their minions, stacks up to 100%, which is absolutely insane. Also revives one random ally with 50% makes HP and turn meter with each time this champion kills an enemy. So he's an absolute force to reckon with, and he's probably like top 3, top 5 mythical when we're talking about arena. So let's go ahead, showcase him into the arena, and we'll have a look at this. So let's see what he can do in arena. Basically, we'll pick out some stuff that he is good against and what he can counter against. Now, for example, Sung Wong is a dog's dinner to niece. So let me go ahead and try and put in something a bit more appealing for this. So again, very, very solid champion. He's mainly a go second champion in this style of build, which can be useful. Well, sheep TO there. For some reason he didn't get through. And then we'll just put the increased accuracy and then A1 because I don't want to kill Sung Wong, but we did. Shows you the quality of these. So let me show you the A3 then, because we don't get to show you the block revive just yet. So this will attack all enemies and then get a Terminator as well. You can see there, big numbers, very easy to deal with. So even in this style of build, it can hit fairly well in this ability. We do want to try and take on some tanky champions if we can. So we have a Sigford here, which is very good against Sigford, a great counter to Sigford, and also against Catrixia because of can't really be locked out on that second form, and you can switch whenever you want, which is very useful. So you're going to go ahead and do that. We're not going to polymorph because I don't feel like we need to. We could just A1 here. I think we might actually drop him because he's looking a bit too strong. We can block revive the Arbiter because he will still be stunned. Yeah, Marius is very OP as well. I think I need to drop Marius so we can showcase him properly. We find some harder teams. So we have a Odin and a Gizmat. The other two are not great. We drop you and we just come in with a Yumiko and a Guess. Now again, he's a great counter to Gizmat, but Gizmat can also kind of counter him. It's really important to have that stone skin. You don't want him to die too fast. So that's one thing you do need to take into consideration as well. So we're going to go like this. And then we'll try and get the block revive on him there, which would be pretty useful. And yeah, that's going to be quite good. So Gizmat can't come back up. And then we got the block damage coming in from Odin. That's fine because the A1 ignores block damage. So let's not forget that. You can see the damage there. It's not crazy damage, but it can do a job for sure. And then the second form also ignores block damage, which we'll switch to in a second, just so we can kind of nuke this whole team. And yeah, again, not a crazy team. We're quite low down in the arena. That is just where it is, I guess. So you should go into the A3 first, just to kind of really like make it safe. But I guess we will do this ability here. Oh, maybe he doesn't ignore block damage on that ability. I thought it was ignoring block damage. We'll have a look at the passive in a second. And then the A1. Where is it? Ignores. Okay, it's just the A1. It ignores block damage. My mistake there. Never used this champion, so I wouldn't know. As I feel like he done damage against me before and block damage, but it must be that. So Odin could be some sort of a useful champion against him, just to slow him down. That's the thing with these. You kind of just need to slow him down, right? So we can take him out, but the problem is you can also CC him, right? We didn't remove the block damage there, which is annoying. Oh, there we are. You can see the annoying between the Yumiko and Anise as well. Both teams are very annoying right now. And like so. Let's go like that. I guess we go like that. Oh no, we didn't kill him. We got one of the weakets. And I guess we just need to just take out this Odin, which is fine because he's got very low HP. So we'll switch forms, and then we'll just pop in with A1 there, which will go through that like so. Okay, so Arodus is a counter to Nice. It can be very difficult. Who could we look at? Okay, so this looks like a very solid team. We got template chains, so template chains is only level 4. We might get outrun on it. So let's have a look at this team. Again, very good against Sigford because it's quite tanky, right? So if Sigford kills him, the second form is just so solid. And I've seen Nice being able just to solo people. This is why you speed through, by the way, yeah? Because we cut in and lock them out. I guess we'll sheep you. And then we'll try and get the block revive there. Now, increased attack does help on the second form, but again, I don't worry about the increased attack too much. So I'm going to block revive the Warlord so we don't get locked out. And then we'll hex the Seafy, but we get resisted on that. Should actually hex the Sigford, I guess, which would be quite useful. So Sigford, again, with that second form, can't really do much. And then I think we'll switch forms here. We'll play the A2. Why not? He's going to switch forms, but he's we crowd controlled him right now, and then we sheep him there. Sigford again. This is a well-built team. And I guess we can try and one-man this team in future. It'd be hard to one-man against our mans, I guess. We'll just do the A1 there. And then you can see here, Sigford doesn't really have a chance against this style of team. Again, very nasty champion there. Star Sage can lock him out, which is a great counter to him. Maris is a great counter to him. Maris can counter to him if you let him switch forms quick. If you let him switch forms on his own from the death, he'll just counter attack him from when he switched forms, which is quite annoying for him. So Maris is a big problem, and also Enfeeble can stop him doing his damage. Okay, so we've got Noah Nice here in the same kind of style of team, which Nice versus Nice is it's one of the ones. Can we block revive his Nice with our Nice? That is the question. Depending on how he's set up, he's got no stone skin. This is why I would put stone skin on him, because you want to stop that right being a problem. Because if you kill him like this, oh, okay, the fatal hit kicks in. The fatal hit kicks in, but we got him anyway. Let's polymorph her. I do really like his kit. He's one of my most wanted champions on my account. I forgot that the fatal hit would work against the would work against that. 60k on E1 there, by the way, yeah. And normally in low arena you'll see him being used for second form because it's very good counter to speed teams. Bombs are a big threat to him because you can counter his passive with bombs. Look, with a block revive back straight away. 100 and something K there. Bear in mind, I built him as more of a HP nuker for his second form. Do I even need the second form because his team's not great, if I'm being honest. It's one of them ones. Block revive the whole team. Star Sage. Yeah, this will be a difficult one. But we can block revive this someone, right? And that's going to be the most important bit. I think that we'll make this probably the last one. I think we will do one more fight after this, but we'll go up against him, just him. And we'll just kind of showcase like how strong that second form is. And I think the only way we can do him justice is if he can solo one of the teams, which will be very, very useful. There's a block revive on him. That's why you want to be taking. I just done a couple of fights to test the build in live arena. And because I'm not too happy with the speed at the moment, it's very, very solid for sure. Now, he can get locked out by him and get stunned by him, but he can't remove the buffs, right? Which is really, really important to kind of take into consideration. So I like to pull up the stuff straight away, especially if he's dying, because you can keep him alive like that, and he can then have a chance to revive his whole team with the kills there. So we would have got a revive there if someone died, for example. And then we just got to worry about this guy here, which with a whole team, we don't really need to worry about. I think it's a double hit on E1 as well, so it's kind of useful against his passive and second form. Let's see if we can find a good team and they kind of showcase him. Hopefully we don't get polymorph. I guess I'm just going to run UDK, so if he does try and polymorph me, we can make him use here. Now this is a good option. A good style of team that you'd use him in live arena, right? Because you would try and solo the speed teams. So I would probably pop him first, right, in live arena, because I'll take my chances with the passive. And here we can see there, we can just go in and do our stuff. And then we got the counter attack, so we can basically just hit A1. And his champion is so strong. And then you just do that, right? I mean, Taurus is still alive, but Taurus is going to die. Taurus is not going to survive with him. There we go. So, very, very solid damage. Coming in at 216, 226 critical damage there, which is very, very OP. We're going to now take him into a live arena fight. I'm going to try and get some live arena action for this. We're just going to do one fight, and I'll showcase him there as well. Right, so we're in gold here, and we're going to try and showcase this here. So let's see what we can do and try and get the niece into the teams. If he doesn't get banded, just want to showcase the niece, so people just need to let in the niece, I guess. Right. Try find the builds. Try find a player first. That is a acceptable opponent. We will take in Armads first. See what else they take here. And then, so he's going to go in Warlord and Arbiter. That's fine. I'm going to go in with these two. And then we will probably go Queen Ancora or UDK with Nice, depending on what it takes here. I'm not too worried about the Warlord with using Nice. The Warlord is a problem if we have to A1, if he bans the Nice. So that means taking his time, huh? He's taking his time. Oh, so this is a odd option for sure. Okay, let's take these. And let's see who he bans. When you're ready, mate. Damn, he is taking his time. He is taking his time. Pythian, okay. He's taking one nuker. Unfortunately, people like to be like this. I mean, I want to give him half a chance of winning, right? So, I guess we banned her. Okay, right. He lets in the niece, which is fine. That is fine. We'll go Warlord lead because of the polymorph. Not the greatest of teams, I won't lie. But when you're down in gold 1, you know, like you either get insanely Krakens or you get insanely free to play people or people that are not so strong in the arena. Trying to look for a polite way of putting it. So Warlord will lock us out here, which would be fine. Normally this would be a problem. He will counter the block revive there. See there, the Maris is doing some good damage. Not bad. She gets past the UDK with a multi-hitter. Okay, so he removes the stone skin. Don't need to worry though, like if she does happen to kill Nice, then Nice will just self-revive anyway. Metamorph. Okay. Now a multi-hitter can be a problem because it can proc his passive and then still go through his passive, right? So a multi-hitter can do the trick against you if you're not careful. And just watch like how much HP this guy is gonna get. Trying to eagle eye Marius, that's not a good idea, mate. Passive. Come on. He's being so slow right now. So rare to find someone so slow like this. Let's do this. Now our niece is really, really slow compared to him, which is fine. And then we're going to do this ability pop. And then coming in with the Marius. Bop, bop, bop. And he's only got one champion left. And he leaves. And that is how strong Nice is. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build. And some things are changed. And a couple of counters. Again, go over the counters if you've missed it throughout the video for whatever reason. And we can talk about that. Right, so this is the build. Right, we've got 4-piece lethal. You can use 4-piece lethal, instinct, or savage. Right, they're the ways to go on him. I think stone skin is a must on him, if I'm being honest. So let's have a look at the stats in both forms. We've got high HP of 85,000 in form 2. Sorry, in form 1, 6,400 on the attack, which is based on the attack and HP. And then we've got speed of 221. Now, minimum speed for gold for live arena for Nice is 250 speed, right? Needs more speed, and I'll talk about on the build what he can change to make it a bit better. Again, we don't care about accuracy. We don't want to get polymorph throughout the fights. We want to focus on critical rate, critical damage as well. So the banner, you want to go attack or HP substat, critical damage here, and then attack or HP on the ring. Then you're going to go speed, and I would suggest going speed ascension here. Attack or HP is fine. This is how maybe is going to make him faster by no 11 speed once he has the dust available. Then you're going to go HP, and then again for the form 2, which is what I'd prioritize, I would always prioritize the HP substat here. And then I'd focus critical damage on ascension, speed, critical rate, and HP substat or flat stat, which is fine. And then focusing on speed, critical damage, critical rate, and HP substat along the top as well. And then you'll be very hunky-dory in that as well. Now, we did put a Rennick on today. I did put on this, just the Elixir of Life, just for the attack ability. The accuracy is okay, but it'll instantly heal by 10% whenever the HP drops. Just makes him more tricky to do. I don't think that this is the best Rennick on him by far. I think there is a couple of Rennicks that is a lot stronger, but when he gives you attack substat, you can just take it for that, or you can just take a Rennick just for the stones, which I guess would be a little bit better with him. So with the stones, we are using the where we'll get 3% turn meter whenever the HP enemy loses 25% or more HP, cannot gain more than 20% turn meter in a single turn. So that's pretty useful, right? He is a damage dealer, so he's going to get that quite a lot. And this wearer deals 25%, 5% more damage against enemies with max with full HP. So he's getting more damage straight off the bat, which is going to be really useful. And you can see here also will get HP once he's fully upgraded. So two of the stats are really solid for his build overall. For Blessing, I guess having cast is okay. I'm actually going to change this to Lightning Cage. So I'd say Lightning Cage for the Stone Skin, which is going to be useful. Because again, it's RNG against that. Or you could run, for example, another one I'd like. Polymorph would be okay because it's go second teams if you get like a 6-star, but it has to be 6-star, you require accuracy for that. After that, I would probably go Soul Reap or Life Harvest. I actually think Life Harvest is probably the strongest one for him for that as well. So I'd probably go Life Harvest or Lightning Cage. Lightning Cage mainly just for the stone skin, but against the Form 2, it's not very good because the buff's already protected, so I can kind of see that. These are the masteries that we're running. We want Cycle of Violence to get some more turn meter, which is very, very useful. We got Cycle of Revenge, and then Cycle of Violence, so for him to cycle through his abilities, really useful for Arena. More speed as well, so we can get a bit faster. Hound Smasher for the damage, and then we've avoided Shield Breaker because Shield Breaker, he ignores shield in a couple of his abilities, like this ability here. He is 8-2 on the first form. I think that's about it, if I'm not mistaken, for that. So yeah, you could take Shield Breaker for second form, but I think personally he does so much damage anyway. I wouldn't really bother about that because he's quite difficult to kill. So I would definitely recommend going throughout this. It is worth noting as well, you'll get a heal every time it kills, which is pretty useful. He will be able to cleanse itself if he loses too much HP, which is really, really consistent. And then it just damage reduction on that side as well. There definitely could be different situations on that as well, but that is just a personal opinion or a what each player kind of likes. Masteries are a little bit different. Normally they have the same kind of masteries across throughout all their builds. That's it for the champion showcase for Nice. Hopefully you enjoy this. If you pull this champion, congratulations. You should be carried in live arena with him. Even in a really bad build, he's a very difficult champion to deal with. So if you definitely get this guy, build around him. He is one of the best mythicals in this game for sure, for PvP anyway. That's it for the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.